Anyway, now it's later in the night. She's taking me home. I was supposed to be home a long time ago, but my dad doesn't own me. And on the way home, we stop at this red light. And it's empty. There's no other cars there. It's just us. And my girl gives me this look. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, does she want me to give her head? Are all women like this? But nah, she was just trying to show off. She gave me that look, and then she started revving the engine. Like, oh. I'm like, babe, stop. But that's baby. She loves to flex, you know? I say stop, but I like it. Then all of a sudden, just as I began to give her head, this douchey type girl pulls up next to us in her car. And she's pretty, and her car's all right. It's not as cool as my girl's, you know. But she's driving like a 2008 Mustang. Ew. Because that year, they didn't even make them in 5.0s. She's driving a 4.6, you know? But she has 5.0 energy, I'll give her that much, you know? She pulls up next to us, she's looking at our rims, she's looking inside our car, undressing me with her eyes. I'm like, man, she don't got no respect. And my girl doesn't like that. No, sir, not one bit. But my girl keeps it cool. She keeps her composure, you know? My girl just looks at her, and then she looks at me. And if you're wondering why she's driving but looking this way at me, it's because the Nissan Skyline has the driver's seat on the opposite side. It's a Japanese car. She got it imported from Japan. My girl has money. She looks at me, and I just look back at my girl like, kick her ass, babe. And I say I'm loyal, but honestly, whoever wins that race, they could get it. But yeah, I was raised by my grandparents. This is cool. My parents too, they just had a lot going on. They had crazy lives. My mom had a boyfriend, I remember, that went to prison for selling dope, and she wanted to let me know, but she didn't want to tell a little kid the cold hard truth. So she told me like a sugar-coated truth. She was like, hey, listen, Martin, you know, he's gonna be away for a little while because he was caught with moon rocks from the moon. She's like, those are illegal here on Earth. They're these little white rocks. They don't want them on the planet, so the government is sending him on a mission to the moon to return the rocks. She said, I don't know if you learned about this in school yet, but it takes like 2 years just to get to the moon, about 2 years to get back, just depending on his behavior. She's like, Marty's gonna be gone at least 4 to 5. Which I believed, but at the same time, even in my little kid mind, I'm like, man, you know, I thought to be an astronaut in the States, you had to know English. I was like, Martin is flying a spaceship? I have to help that man order Chinese food. So I was like, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Next time I see my dad, I'm gonna tell him this whole Martin story, and he'll tell me if it's real or not. Or, you know, he'll tell me what it really means, because he has no reason to lie, you know? He doesn't even know Martin. I didn't know, though, that during these times, my dad was also a pharmaceutical salesman. So when I told him about Martin, he just got real agitated. He was like, sometimes people gotta go to the moon, man, it happens. I was like, damn, are you gonna go to the moon? He was like, nah, I'm not stupid like Martin. But that messed me up so much in school, man, because they used to tell you, like, you work hard, you get good grades, you can do anything you want, even be an astronaut. And I was like, I'm no dumbass. But yeah, my dad would pick me up. He always had me looking nice. He'd buy me tons of shoes. I didn't know that the shoes were funded by drug money, but it definitely explains why every pair came with a guilt trip. I think my dad felt so guilty about how he got the money that anything he bought me, he'd put a tremendous amount of pressure on me to like appreciate and take care of it. Be trying on shoes at the store. He's like, you like those? They fit? Those the ones you want? We're like, yeah, Dad, I love these. Thank you. He's like, you sure? We're like, yeah, I like these. He's like, all right. Because a lot of people had to suffer just for you to get those. I was like, suffer? What the? I didn't know what he was talking about. I was just walking up to Foot Locker employees like, hey, I'm sorry for your pain, bro. I don't know what happens when y'all walk back there, but be careful. Now, I think because of all that, I'm like addicted to shoes, man. I love sneakers, you know? They give me tons of confidence. A brand new pair of Nikes will have me forgetting I'm only 5'7". I'll start walking up to tall girls at the bar like, what's up, shorty? I'll be like, hey, come here, I have to tell you something. Anytime I'm feeling bad, I'll go buy me some new shoes. I just think retail therapy works, man. I think retail therapy works better than actual therapy. You go to a therapist, spend $200-300 an hour to talk to one, and you'll feel better for a little bit, but you know, you'll go home, you'll look in the mirror, you're still ugly. With retail therapy, you look better, you feel better. Sometimes you don't even have to spend money. Next time you're feeling down, just go to the mall. Salespeople will lift you up better than any therapist. I was walking through the mall a few months back. I was all like moping. This dude just runs up on me with a back massager, puts it to my back. He's like, my man, are you a hard worker? You're a hard worker, right? I was like, honestly, I'm not. He's like, nah, you're a hard worker, man. I can see it in you. I was like, all right, yeah. I see it a little bit too now, yeah. Day's turning around. He was like, what you do, man, is you tell your girl about these back massages, you tell her how hard you've been working, and she'll come up here and she'll buy you one. And I was just being honest, you know, at the time, I was like, I don't have a girl. He was like, but you're gonna get a girl, man, I know you will. I was like, dude, I've known you like 30 seconds, but I wish you could have been my dad. But yeah, man, for me, the therapy's always been the shoes. Every new pair of shoes I buy feels like it's fixing another emotional issue I have. Like these Nikes I'm wearing right now, I was lacing them up. I was like, man, he's fresh right here. Hell yeah. So what if my dad's on the moon right now? Nah, he landed.